Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to the Cyclist Tactics. We're on episode number 7. It's the final race of our opening season 6-stage race, the Southern Alps Tour, and all 6 stages involve a fair bit of climbing. 2 punchy stages, 3 pure climbing stages, and a punchy time trial to wrap things up. It's not going to be easy. It is not going to be easy. There's going to be a lot of fatigue in the legs, and we'll see if we can manage better than some of the others over the course of this race if we can survive to the end, maintain some sort of top 10 position. Looking at the team leaders of the teams that are here, a few teams brought 3 riders like us, so that's good. We also have teams that are not far off from us in the rankings that haven't scored a ton of points this season, so that's good. And a couple of the team leaders don't look great. Well, okay, really, no, really just about 2. Really about 2 or maybe 3. Makarov, downhill and time trial. Time trial will obviously help on the last stage, but it won't help on all those mountain stages to come. So even though they're a couple levels better, I think we might be in a better place than the Wholesome TV Entertainment team. The Hector Morales, definitely he's only a level 4. The Tirso University team, Bruno is going to be a threat. Bruno is definitely a threat. Flat and climbing. Duval, stronger climbing and level 7. That's one to watch out for. Walter, real threat. Bernardi, maybe downhill flat, but level 8, you figure they're going to have more than one skill. But without the climbing skill, you know, we might have a shot. Christian Gross, level 7 and at least level 2 as a climber. That's a massive threat. And then, of course, Seidel, climbing and time trialing and level 9. There's your favorite, comfortable favorite to win by a wide margin. You'd figure Gross would be right with them until the end of most stages, as well as Walter and Duval. So there's your kind of 4 runaways. I think we're kind of battling it out for 5th place then with Ortega. So my first instinct is this is going to be a long, hard race. And unlike the previous one where we were able to fight it out for the KOM, it was clear that my character was not strong enough to do that Ortega was the only one who could. And then ultimately we wasted a lot of energy with Ortega trying to pick up those points. Now, yes, there was value to that because we did earn a small amount of points in that King of the Mountains classification, and that was certainly a good thing. But as we go forward into this race, I think I'm going to ride much more conservatively and battle it out. Try to see if I can get us into the top 5 overall. So yeah, you can see 4 riders already pushing up the road a bit, but that's a big attack. That's not something I want to be involved in. So I'm going to do the more conservative approach and try to keep myself in the peloton. You can see I've got my character and Ortega all the way at the very back of the group, trying to conserve some energy until we hit the midpoint of the stage. You can see we've got a triple climb at the end. I think I want to be moving up the order through here, but through this first climb I'm taking the risk that some riders might get away, but the bulk of the peloton will be back here and we'll just ride on with them. In the meantime, we keep Campbell up front in order to just help pull the group along, but protecting my 2 riders is essential right now. With the downhill specialty, Ortega actually recovers 2 energy on that one, so that's just how good he is in that discipline, the bonus that he has, and that's a big plus for us. We're going to need to move up before too long here, but certainly not yet. And so far so good. I mean, you got the few riders up the road, but otherwise everybody else is in good shape, and we're getting some recovery in. Ortega now 3 recovery. My character is getting 2 recovery. Even Campbell got 1 recovery on that one. There's already a small group off the back, so there's already a group of 6 that have lost the main group. They're expending way more energy, so that's good for everybody else. We're down to 23. Those 3 are using up a bunch of energy. There's Lucas Frank. I believe we had him in that last race, so bit of a threat. He was going after KOM and very much a top 10 contender, but he spent so much time in the break that it hurt his position. I think we did beat him in the end. Nice little energy recovery happening right now. I also think it's maybe time to start moving up. No, one more. One more turn. Ooh, a lot of riders, I think, moved up that turn because we're at the very back now. Last two riders in the line. Yeah, there you go. A lot of riders starting to move forward. Hopefully we're not too late on that. Well, we definitely conserved quite a bit of energy in that build-up. Alright, still got a fair bit of slipstream ahead of us, but now we're in position for the action to come. And so we did make it. That extra turn was a good thing. Ooh, riders are starting to get dropped. This field's going to thin out even further. Now it's 22. And you've got to rule out Lucas Frank, who's already struggling first stage. It's going to be a long race for him. Okay. I don't think we can bypass the hill, can we? We'll have to follow what's coming here. Or do we make the big jump? That is a big jump. That is a big attack to push straight past the hill. Not looking to make the big attack. Not looking to make the big attack. Ortega, this is not a big attack. If we get to here, that's your peloton, isn't it? That is your peloton. Okay. Okay, we gotta follow. 13, 7, so down to 20. Still the two off the front. My character up that one spot ahead of Ortega. He's at least got a little more slipstream possibility there. Ooh, interesting choice. They're looking for the two-turn setup before you begin the climb, which is giving the breakaway a bit of an advantage. Chase riders not far behind. In fact, they'll get one bonus node, so they're really only about three nodes behind. But that'll have an impact on the climb. Plus, they don't have the slipstream. See almost everybody at the front ready to respond. So nobody's back. That's a good place to be, but my character won't make it, so we're gonna have to follow the group. Ortega can. And that's a big step because that's a 5. Yeah, massive split. Massive split already. So just 8 left in contention at the front, and then 11 chasing. This one's going to get caught in no man's land. They'll be swept up by the 11 here, no problem. And then 2 slightly off the back, 2 way off the back, and then there's Campbell in the chase group, just about to begin the climb. I don't like that Ortega's at the front, but no choice. Okay, there's your 2 off the front. Here's the peloton. That's where we're moving to, so we'll follow that. Apparently that's going to be worth a point. No, it's not. We're going to just miss. Actually, just missed by double. A couple guys pushed ahead. Do we want to follow that? Bruno. Okay, that's one of those favorites. I don't like the idea of going on the attack here. But there's only one climb left to go, isn't there? Yeah, there's only one left to go. Suppose you gotta follow. He's got the attack points. There you go. Just about the whole group pushed up. 2 guys split off, down to 7. I can make the top here. It's gonna be a good place to be. It's gonna definitely put me in a stronger position in the overall. Okay, I'd love to see us up here somewhere, and we are, and that is catching the last 2 breakaway riders. Back up to 10 now. Oh, look who's regaining contact. It's coming back together. 17 at the front. But there's the positions, right? There's your front group, and then you're going to have a chase group way at the back. Yep. And we're going to get caught behind. I can't afford to attack here, so My character is just going to have to try to hang on. But final climb. Well, looky, looky. Look who can cross the line already. Bypassing the entire hill straight to the finish. On same time. No time losses for Ortega, but that is also 9 riders who have managed to do that as well. My character not able to make it all the way to the line. Will be in the next batch. So it looks like, yeah, 9 riders have all made same time so far. So that means my character is battling it out for a top 10 at this point. So that's good. Do we want to use the last of our attack? I don't think we do. I think we go... Let's save that energy for stages to come. Go too deep on the first stage, it's going to impact you a lot later. Yeah, even with the conservative move there at the end, it's still 11th place for my character. We saved a little bit of energy going forward. You can see just how much stronger we are here. Our rest is still looking pretty good, as I've got guys with 4 rest, and that's going to have an impact on this race. And that gives us 84, 83, 67 on the energy. But you can see, you know, that difference. 6 more. We probably would have been closer to 77 starting this next stage. That's 6 energy for 5 more stages, at least, that we're going to lose. So I think that was a good move. I think that was a very good move. Also, it saved the attack energy as well. So as we rebound to 14 from 3, we would have only had about 11. Wow, 4th place would be 100 points. That would definitely be what we need. Yeah, because we're at 155. We need 187. We only need 32 points. 32 points is the objective. Stage 2 straight into a large mountain climb, and then a second mountain climb on the way towards a downhill and then flat finish. I'm afraid to settle in towards the back of the group on a beginning on a climb like this, and so all 3 riders remain in the front group, able to respond if possible, but I don't think we need to respond to that one rider going clear. Ilian is there, Seidel is there, Gross is there. This keeps freaking me out because you get these big time team leaders that drop off the back again and again, and then they catch up and just blow past everybody. So, you know, those last couple episodes, I make an effort to look for opportunities and back off, and then it ends up going horribly wrong. We're getting past the worst section here. I'm guessing those guys are going to end up about here, but how far would they push? Can they bypass all of this on that next turn? I don't know about that. That's 12. 12 off the back, including so many of the leaders. And they are exactly where I expected them to be. And suddenly, here's my riders at the front. Really? Nobody wants to lead anymore? Or up to here at least. Campbell's leading it out, so let's get it into that safe place. Okay, looks like we could maybe get to here. Peloton's expected there, but I don't see that happening. I think we're going to need to get up into this area. I don't know if we need to get this far, though. I think that's a big move and a bit unnecessary. I think we do need to bypass this section, though. So maybe up to here. A few riders can't hack it. That's 27 left, but so far the moves seem to be appropriate. No attack energy for Ortega, that's good. It's still a big move for the Peloton, and it does split off some more. Now it's at 17. So climbed just hard enough. I feel like we had something to do with that, and something in a good way. Okay, Ortega, I'm not going to let him slip back because we're going to be into that next climb pretty fast. And Ortega with that downhill specialty recovers a little bit of energy. Slightly fatigued for this point. He's got 58 energy, Ortega does. Now 59 after conserving one that time. They'll obviously bypass that slight uphill. I mean, they'll fly right past it and continue descending. We're getting that max rest, which is 4. Now, a lot of riders don't get a max rest of 4. A lot of riders, based on their rest level, they have a rest level of, like, say, 2. So they recover not only less energy per stage, but as far as I understand it, they would have only recovered 2 energy here if their rest level is 2. That's the max recovery that you get. Just like we have max move, we have max attack, you get max recovery. So we just picked up 2 additional energy compared to anybody who's got a max rest of 2. And there's plenty of riders out there that have that. I intentionally picked some riders that have higher rest numbers, thinking of stage races, thinking of situations such as this. Alright, we are going to begin the big climb of the day here relatively soon. Wow, they are just not moving along, are they? Very conservative ride from the group right now. I think that's going to allow... Yeah, that chase group is not that far behind at the moment. I feel like they could make up ground if they wanted. The AI is really thinking about not just the climb to come, but the remainder of the race overall, I think. Okay, next turn we'll bring it up because we're going to go hit the climbs of the day. Alright, Campbell, my character, and that splits that back group. Look what that back group just had to do. Because we pushed on further ahead, we made the move to cross this zone in one turn and set ourselves up for the climb to come. And now look poised to do something. This is the climb of the day. Okay, there's that guy. But do we use Campbell to push up? Just as I said, we're going to ride conservatively. But Ortega, it's no attack for him, and we're down to 9. As we definitely caught out some of the riders. And look, behind us, the peloton is shrinking. And my character. And Ortega still looks good. And it's the only climb of the day. I mean, it's downhill from here, which Ortega's good with. So we keep on keeping on. Campbell's going to give his all, which is going to make it a little easier on my character. And then Ortega, that's not bad considering. And look, we have gone clear. Nobody followed. They're up to 10 here. Nobody has followed our move. And now it's off to the races. We head to the racetrack, son. What will we do? Giddy up. Push on from here, see what we can do. So Campbell's going to bury himself and go as deep as he can every turn, and then we will follow. No sprint stuff. This is all about the overall. Can we hold off the chasing peloton, who we're going to now have one full turn ahead because they are still on the climb. Nobody else has topped the climb, so this isn't like we've got a 2-node edge. We now have a full turn advantage going into a descent and flat, meaning it's going to be hard for them to catch us. I think we're going to get a stage win here, and if we play our cards right, I mean, look, Ortega, 2 energy, that's all he's consuming. Look at the advantage now, and there's 16 chasing. There is an E2 out there. There's one rider who pushed on ahead. Campbell's down to 3 energy. He's going to go as far as he can, and my character is going to take over. Strong push down the hill, leading out Ortega. So for Campbell, yeah, I saw that coming. That would get us there and there. Okay, so we push onto here. Ortega again, easy move. And the peloton not going very far. That's a conserve energy kind of move. Now, yes, the overall, obviously, but if we're gaining a full turn, and remember how much energy we saved last stage, They're going to save some energy today, but if we're getting a full turnover, everybody, this would be a huge, monumental game in the overall. I mean, this would put us in the current lead, for one thing. Okay, one rider is pushing. Okay, that would be a no attack energy, so let's go to there. Okay, we do have one chase. Oh, it's Seidel. I don't care. Seidel could keep the lead. He could keep the overall. The guy's crazy good. He's a billion levels higher than us. We're still thinking about the overall a bit. Seidel definitely has closed the gap on us, unfortunately, but that is what it is. Okay, I think regular move for Campbell this time, just a 0. Been caught and passed by some. I know I'm still controlling him when I don't need to at this point. But thinking about the overall. Alright, I'm getting down there. And now's the time to move, because now we've hit the bottom of the hill. And we're going to go kind of a max effort there or thereabouts towards the end. And Ortega still looks really good. So he's not hurting much from this. Just using the teammates up. Well, I'd give my all. That's how we do that. Look, not even attack energy for Ortega. Just follow. Seidel pushed on past, so it's looking like it's not going to be a stage, but it is potentially a second and third, though I've got nothing left. So we'll get as far as we can. Ortega's going to leave us in the dust. That's okay. That's what we were here for. But look who's right behind him. Second place on the stage. Just moments behind, and this is going to be huge in the overall. This is going to really, really move us up. Look how far the peloton is behind him. They're still coming down the hill. Not even on the flat. What an advantage. What an advantage. And I grabbed third on the stage. Third on the stage. Wow. Look at that. In the peloton. That's crazy. That is absolutely just nuts. Look how far ahead. I mean, we're already looking at a 22:47 when we've got a 20:90. Oh, I'm so excited, folks. I am so excited by what just happened. Also, my character in a pretty good position. However, we burnt everything in terms of energy to get Ortega into the position they were in. So don't look for my character to suddenly be contending for a top 10, even though we are in 4th place. But Ortega, more than one full turn. It's not time, it's turns, okay? So Seidel is at 42.72 turns. Thank you for the comments on that. And I saw that in the Killrob's development videos. I saw that, but it's been a while and I had forgotten that that is what that is classified as. It's number of turns. Well, anyway, so Ortega is 0.06 turns behind. Walter is over 1 full turn behind. My character's there. And then Ilian, the next contender, is at 1.62 turns down. We're a turn and a half ahead of main contenders. But I think more importantly, long term, as some of those guys are really freaking good, we're looking at 3.0 turns. So we're 3 turns ahead of Molina Bruno. I don't think I'm going to lose 3 turns. I'm going to keep myself from blowing up. We have the type of character recovers well. Ortega down to 68. Yes, we burnt out a bit, but look at his energy, 74. My character, Campbell, 63, 66. They feel it a lot more after that stage, but we still have 74. Still had 14 attack energy left, so back up to 23. Man, oh man, I am absolutely loving what we just accomplished. Speaking of, we got a 2nd and 3rd on the stage. There's 38 points. How many points did we need? 32? We got the podiums. You can't take the podiums away. We have got our 187. We've hit our season performance thanks to that stage. Also, potentially, we're going to score a cajillion more points as we are 2nd and 3rd in points in KOM. We're 2nd and 4th in the overall. That's a cajillion points, right? What's a cajillion points anyway? Well, regardless of what the overall in those categories end up being at the end of this thing, and I don't expect that we're going to hang on to 2nd, even though we're in a good spot right now. I definitely don't think we're going to hang on to 4th, as we're going to continue to work for the team leader. and try to keep his position as high as possible. But wow, 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 wow. There's my first massive success in this game. Now, of course, the real first 2 episodes that we had, the first couple races, we did have some success. And that was because we were against opposition who wasn't that great. And we took, what, 2nd overall, 3rd overall, whatever it was a podium. And we haven't had opposition like that. And this race isn't opposition like that. But there was an opportunity, and I took advantage, and others didn't follow. And then it was just like, oh, hell yeah, here we go, team time trial to the finish line. And we did just that little bit of downhill conservation, which probably cost us the stage. Seidel ends up claiming the stage, but Carl Seidel, I mean, he's the level 50 guy, or whatever the level was, way, way above us. 9, 10, 11, 9 or 11, something like that. 9/11, oh my gosh. Yeah, ask me about 9/11 one day. I've talked about it on the channel before. I was in the U.S. Army when 9/11 happened. Interesting story. Anyway, we are in an amazing position, and that was 100% worth the effort. Yes, we went deeper. Yes, we now have to think conservatively again. We've already made the advantage. We've already made the gain. And we've put ourselves in the position now to try to just hold on and survive as the race goes on. And we will lose time. We will get beaten. There are better racers out there than Iker Ortega. He is not going to be one of the elite finishers in this race, but he's in a better place. He's in a much better place. And look at the profile for stage 3. It's somewhat similar, though it's a very big second climb. That is a very, very big second climb. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and call that an episode because, man, oh man, that was a stage that deserved to not just get some time lapse through a majority of it. That was a really, really good stage that couldn't have worked out any better than it did. You know, other than we could have taken 1-2 or the stage win. But outside of that, outside of Seidel just being superhuman and bursting on past us by a small margin, and yes, we probably could have expended more energy to win that stage. I know that. I know that that was a possibility. But again, we have 4 stages to go. It was only stage 2. We already dug pretty dang deep to make that happen, and you see the massive advantage we gained. So maybe we could have had a quarter turn more, but Ortega would be in really sad shape right now. He'd be looking like my character in Campbell. He'd be down 10 on energy. He'd be down 10 to 15 on attack energy. And that would be a real problem trying to hang on then for the 4 stages to come. I think we did enough. I think we did the right thing by letting go that little bit to hang on to something for the stages to come. And yes, okay, quarter turn, yes, stage win, but so much to gain out of that in the remainder of this race. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.